What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on FNGR stock.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And in today's video, first of all, I will show you where we are on the price chart and how we get there. Then I will continue with the fundamental news and I will show you that we have a very good news from the fundamental standpoint regarding Fingermotion, because they just published their earnings report and the results are quite impressive. And at the end of this video, I will share my thoughts and my technical analysis. And I will show you what should we expect next. So let's start with the price chart. Let's switch to first of all hourly time frame, and let me show you that I made my previous video right here at this point, somewhere at the ranges of about $5.7 mark. And I've told you that because of its recent price action, we have a crucial point, this swing high. And on my previous video, I've told you that I switched the most probable outcome from the breakdown that will lead to low prices to this breakdown, and we have the bottom of our C wave at around $4.64. This means potentially we might have the next leg to the upside that will complete the fifth wave. Let me show you right here, somewhere at the higher levels. That will take place in a matter of just the next several weeks. And for now, we have this very impressive breakout above this range, and we broke it in a matter of just 2 sessions right after I made my previous video. And this pretty much confirmed the new breakdown, and this means we might see the breakout above this previous swing high at $7.32 mark. But everything from the technical standpoint I will show you in just several minutes. And for now, let's continue with the fundamental news. First of all, I want to pay your attention on Richard Hoffman's Twitter account. He is one of the headliners of TLP community, and for now he spent a lot of his time to help FNGR community as well. And he published this video, and it is just 8 minutes long video where he describes the new updates regarding FNGR that was made from SEC. And he refers one of his topics in his video is this one. He refers to this new rule that SEC adopted just yesterday, and it says SEC adopts a rule to increase transparency into short selling and amendment to CAT NMS plan for purposes of short sale data collection. And this is a very important rule in my opinion, because let me show you this. US Securities and Exchange Commission initially proposed this rule in November of 2022. The rule would mandate that securities lenders report each loan within 15 minutes of the transaction. Details about the loans, excluding the identities of the involved parties, would be made publicly available. And this will drastically improve the transparency of the market. But Richard in his video asks very good questions. First of all, who is gonna enforce this rule and when? Because for now they just adopted this rule, but we don't know the exact date when this rule will work. On top of that, what is the penalties for the so-called wrongdoers, for the bad guys who will violate this rule? And if these penalties is not so high, if it is just a fraction of their potential profit, of the profit of so-called wrongdoers, then this rule doesn't make sense. But if these wrongdoers will put their license at risks, this means this rule will be a game changer for the entire market. And we don't know these updates, we don't know these details, and that is why we have to wait. But in general, it is a very good step towards the transparent market. But if the enforcement date will be somewhere in the future, let's say 2 years from now, this means Gary Gensler will be in quite safe territory till he resigns his post. So it is what it is, and we have to move forward. And the next news is much more important. Fingermotion reports earnings results for the second quarter and 6 months ended August 31st, 2023. And let me quote you this. For the second quarter, the company reported sales was $9.28 million compared to $4.98 million a year ago. Net loss was $0.134 million compared to $1.54 million a year ago. For the 6 months, sales was $21.45 million compared to $9.84 million a year ago. Net loss was $1.4 million compared to $2.98 million a year ago. Basic loss per share from continuing operations was $0.03 compared to $0.07 a year ago. Diluted loss per share from continuing operations was $0.03 compared to $0.07 a year ago. So even these numbers show us that they drastically improved their fundamentals. But let me show you some details. Let me show you their Form 10Q. And first of all, I want to pay attention on the current assets and current liabilities. They have total assets, not current but total assets of $20.295 million, and their total liabilities is only $6.084 million. And if we compare it with the previous numbers, total assets was $17.547 million and the total liabilities was $4.574 million. They improved their this ratio. On top of that, let me show you these numbers. First of all, they drastically improved their revenue, and you can see it during 3 month period. They improved it from the year before by 2 folds, and this is a very huge improvement. On top of that, if you compare their gross profit for the 6 months period, they have $2.504 million of gross profit. But the majority of this gross profit was made during the 3 months period that ended August 31st, $1.841 million. This means they are improving their fundamentals drastically for the 3 months period ended August 31st. And this means that potentially, if this trend continues, they will drastically improve for their fundamentals next quarter, and this means potentially they will be profitable. So let me show you their net loss. For the 6 months period, they have $1.398 million. But in the 3 months period, they have only $134.652 thousand. This means next quarter might be profitable for them, and this is drastically improves their fundamentals. On top of that, let me show you an update for the potential short squeeze of this stock. And we are on fintel.io, and here you can see that 7 hours ago they had 0 shares available for shorting, and previous number is as you can see, just 50 shares. And it is not the total shares available for shorting, it is the shares from the leading prime brokerage. Usually it is interactive brokers, but this number shows that the short squeeze is very possible, especially with these quite impressive numbers from their fundamentals. On top of that, the short borrow fee rate is extremely high, more than 126%, and the latest update was made on October 13th. And here the off-exchange short volume ratio is also higher than 50%. This means the potential week with this latest news might be very, very lucrative in terms of its potential squeeze to the upside. So let's continue with the technical analysis, but before we dive deep right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So guys, let me switch to 4 hours time frame and let me show you the latest movement to the upside in details. From this bottom, technically we already have 5-wave structure, and if it is the case, potentially we might have this as our first wave, second, third, fourth and fifth. And if this is the first wave on a smaller scale of the fifth wave on a bigger scale, let's switch to daily time frame and you can see this breakdown. So if it is only the first wave of this big wave, this means we have to see the pullback and then another leg to the upside with an increasing volume, and this will be the internal third wave. And in this case, the price action will hit much higher targets, and in my opinion, it has to break $8 mark and even $10 mark in the short-term perspective. I will do another update regarding Fingermotion in just several days, because I have to have more information for the upcoming, for the beginning of next week. But in my opinion, for now, we have to see a slight pullback to unload this structure, and then we have to have one more huge leg to the upside to reach higher targets. So I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium